Okay, hi, I'm Paul Nash, and I'm a ceramic artist, and I'm gonna throw a pot here on the wheel. It's one of the things that I do. Right now I'm putting down the bat. I use 3 wads of clay in a triangle shape. Got to make sure the bat has some water in it. If it's too wet or too dry, it won't hold its suction. I usually work with stoneware clay, but I'm going to throw porcelain right now. It's about 5-6 pounds of clay. I always start with coning first and then move into the basic centering technique. I found that to be easier over the years of doing pottery. I started working in clay when I was 12. Started on the wheel when I was 13. So by the time I was 16, I was throwing pretty good on the wheel when I was in high school. Really just finding a rhythm of the speed of the wheel to the movement of the clay. Also having your clay prepared well, that's in a good consistency, depending how you like to throw. Some people like to throw soft, some people like to throw stiff. Sometimes it depends on the shape you're making also. Okay, so it's centered now. I'm going to open. I like using plaster bats more than the wooden bats. I think the pieces dry more evenly, less problems. You can also use the bats for drying out your clay. It's too soft. And throwing with natural sponges, I think, is pretty critical. Even though as a beginner, you usually start off with some synthetic sponges because they're cheaper. I'm going to do a series of bottle forms. And porcelain's a little bit more sensitive as far as holding its shape. The basic rule when I was taught was, you just throw it thick and trim it thin, but once you've thrown for a few years, you get the walls pretty thin. And this clay has been aging for a few years, so this clay is working quite nicely. I was able to sit for about 5 years or so, because I haven't been doing porcelain for quite a while. Again, I'm mostly a stoneware clay artist. I like the feel and the look of stoneware clay. The porcelain has its qualities too. Collaring there, that technique. Yeah, I'm going to start to shape through the basic cylinder. I threw the cylinder a little on the thick side because I knew I was going to stretch it out. And I throw with the wool sponge, and I throw, especially when I throw big, I'll use the wool natural. And then a nice elephant ear, but it's hard to find elephant ears this big anymore. Most of them come about this size now. So this is a good collaring technique right here. So you can see what you're doing, and it's easy to bring the clay in. So out of all the wheels I've worked on, I would say the Lockerbie and this Brent and probably the Shimpos are really your best wheels on the market. All the others really don't compare. I can visualize what the base is going to be like. Now it's just working the body in relation to the upper part, which is the neck and the lip. And then I think porcelain kind of has a certain look to it just naturally. Trying to find that. It's all right. Wooden tool, make sure this diagonal is always away from you and use your left hand to support your right hand. If you feel that tool grab, and then just take it out and wet it. And just work back down. I'm just following the line of the pot and the main body. So be a little bit more even wall thickness, dry a little more evenly. And that clay also is helping to support the wall shaping. I could take a little bit more away, but I'll be flipping this upside down, this leather hard, and creating a nice finished foot to it. And I'll probably work with some chung glazes. You have some nice copper reds and blues here at Woodward Community College, the ceramic program I teach. We focus mostly on the high fire process here, stoneware reduction, but we're doing oxidation now in cone 10, and we do raku, pit fire, cone 5. Once you're knowledgeable, you can work with china paints and lusters. We have a pretty full ceramic program here. Okay, that's throwing a nice basic bottle out of porcelain, and that's it.